Hello and welcome to the MRO show, presented by Chadwell Supply. We are excited to be here at the Chadwell Supply Trade Show and Sales Conference, and we are out here on the trade show floor. Things are about to get hopping in the next hour or so, but I am here today with Matthew Trotter, the Director of Education at Chadwell Supply, and with Dick Rydzeski, who is a representative of one of our longtime partners, Goodman. And we're here to talk about some of the interesting and exciting things that are happening in the HVAC industry over the next couple years. So Dick, thank you for taking the time to talk with us today. Really appreciate having you. What are some of the new and exciting things going on in HVAC that our multifamily customers need to know about?
Well, one of the things that I think everybody knows about now, but it was a complete retool beginning in 2023. So we just completed the last fiscal year, or calendar year, with a new SEER 2 requirement that the federal government placed on HVAC equipment. It's basically a different way of rating the equipment, makes it probably a little more efficient, probably not as efficient as the properties would like, or the homeowners would like, or the folks like that would like, but the industry just went through a complete retool and redesign of the actual equipment in 2023. So that was a pretty major change that we started working through in 2022 into 2023. And then we're going to move into another change during the 2024 year.
Talked about increased efficiency, and while it might not be making everybody 100% happy all the time, we're moving in the right direction, aren't we, Dick?
I think we're moving in the right direction. Yeah, you know what they say, I'm with the government and I'm here to help, right?
That's absolutely right. So with that change, we had where we started changing matchups and things kind of adjusted and equipment got more efficient. But we have this new change that's coming up right now with the regulatory, where we're transitioning away from refrigerants. So with that change, what is Goodman doing to help in that effort, and what are we going to expect from Goodman this next year?
Well, what essentially is happening is we have the EPA has come up with some new regulations that we cannot manufacture 410A refrigerant in our equipment, and that's been kind of ongoing for the last decade or so, where we've used our 410A in the equipment. The EPA has come up with at this time, some tentative final rulings that came out the end of December, which basically it's going to allow us as a manufacturer to manufacture 410A equipment through December 31st of 2024.
Give us a little bit of breathing.
So this year
we will
manufacture,
continue to manufacture as far as demand, but we cannot manufacture anything after December 31st with 410A equipment in it. So we are going to start a transition. We're going to use an R32 refrigerant that Daikin released the patent on several years ago. That actually is refrigerant that's developed and owned by Daikin. We released the patent.
Goodman's going to be transitioning to away from R410A because that's what the government has said we have to. Right. So you'll stop manufacturing at the end of this year, but in the meantime, you're going to be full steam ahead producing R410 equipment, because we have is there a resale? Is there a sellout?
Here's the plan, or not the plan, but the ruling states that distribution such as Chadwell, which is one of our MRO distributors, will be able to sell and distribute the product through the 2025 program year.
So that would end the beginning January 2026. That would be the stopping point for that.
Right. So, and it can be installed by your customer base, can install the equipment in the 25 year. You guys can sell it, Chadwell can sell the equipment 2025, yeah.
So a little bit of breathing room. So I know that we're going to be looking to stock up. You guys are going to be able to provide us with pretty much all that we're looking for the most parts. Mm-hmm. And you guys will still be ramping up that product line. So we should be cleared through 2024 for sure to be stocked up to handle 2025 pretty well.
Right. Now, I think what we're asking for Chadwell to reach out to their customer base, and to find out the appetite, I guess you could say, for the existing 410A as we phase that equipment out, because there are going to be changes on the indoor units, and you're going to have to change out an indoor unit and an outdoor unit, which is going to be different than some of the other industry changes we've gone through in the past decade.
So what I know of, let's talk refrigerants. Let's just transition over to that. So what I know of R410A is that yes, it's phasing down, but R410A is made up of half R32, 50% R32, and 50% R125. And it's the 125 that's the problem. That's the one that's got the high global warming potential. So that's what's going away. And Goodman has an invested interest in R32 because you guys manufacture it and you open the patents for it, so everyone else can utilize it as well. And you're going full, your next product line is full, complete R32 just as it is?
Full R32 as it is. Some of the benefits of R32, first thing to kind of relieve everybody's mind on R32 is we have over 230 million units that have been installed around the world as of recently.
So what I hear, that's a long track record, but also a wide track record. You have a lot of units that are active right now.
Correct.
And they're operating efficiently.
Examples of how R32 is used here in the United States, our Amana PTAC product that we manufacture uses R32. Okay. Our Daikin ductless products use R32, as well as the other competitors out there are using a lot of the R32 in those type of systems. So it's a refrigerant that's been around, used, like I said, 230 million around the world. So that's not a small amount.
That's a couple for sure.
And it's about 12% more efficient, than the 410A, better for the environment. It's a lower price per pound. So we expect to see the pricing in, obviously refrigerant pricing can fluctuate from time to time. We expect R32 to be a less expensive option out there. It's pure, it's not blended. It's got a lower GWP, and the big advantage that we feel we have, it's going to be like R30 or R22. You can top it off.
Solid compound, right? You can charge vapor or liquid. That is a great advantage. You're right.
So you don't have to evacuate.
No fractionation, none of that. Yep.
Right. So that's going to be a big advantage, I think, and I think the end user is going to enjoy that aspect of it when he needs to use it to charge up a system.
It sounds like it makes things less complicated.
Seems to, streamline a little bit, doesn't it?
For sure. And so one of the things I wanted to touch back on is something that you had mentioned that folks, we really need to know what the appetite is for which refrigerant out there. And one of the things that I know Matt's worked with our marketing department, the education department, marketing department, Chadwell Supply, put together an outstanding tool. Helps people to take an inventory, because it really, we need to start, if they're going to start with numbers and give people what the appetite is, let's get an accurate accounting of it. Let's go out there, see what we need, see what we have, and see how we can move forward. And Matt's really worked hard to kind of nail down to somebody with his experience and put together what are the questions these maintenance guys are really going to ask? What do they need to ask to find out what they need to do? So if they have a unit that's been working well for them for a while, do they have a unit that's maybe on its last legs or anything in between? Now they can come to you and say, Goodman's putting out a great product that has been used for a long time. Wide ranges of 230 million units, was it?
230 million.
230 million units. That's more than a couple, for sure. So if they're looking for a sample size, it's a pretty significant sample size.
Right. We're going to start the transition into the R32, just to kind of fall back on what we've talked about. We're going to start transitioning where originally, until this new ruling came out, we were talking about starting to transition line by line or SKU by SKU in June, and we've kind of pushed that back to August because we do anticipate a heavy demand for the R410A.
So with that, we've been doing here at Chadwell University, have been started on our low GWP, our A2L training, to get our customers up to speed on it, to know what they're handling, what they're working with, specifically for R32 products to really make them comfortable with it. Mm-hmm. With that, what we're going to be looking for is, when do you think we'll see, you said you're going to move it back to August, but when will we probably get to be able to have some product training on those specific products? Because I don't think a lot's changing in it, but just to kind of set their mind at ease, because what components are you changing in the system?
We're not really changing a lot besides the compressor's going to change on the outdoor units, and we're going to add what is a detector on the indoor units.
Mitigation devices, right?
Quote, sniffer detector is what's going to be added to the indoor units. That's part of the I guess, legal, the legal regulations that are going in for all manufacturers change. Right. Unfortunately, that's going to add a significant increase in cost. So that's another reason why we feel that the 410A is going to be in high demand, because there is going to be an increase. We don't know yet, because until it goes to production, we don't have an idea of the actual costs on things like that. But we do plan to start that transition in August. Sometimes they can be painful, sometimes they can be fun, but somehow there's change is consistent in this industry. We've been going through change. I've been in the industry now close to 25 years, and I've seen a lot of change, from higher SEER levels, from R22 to 410A to 410A to and we're going to the R32. So.
Absolutely. Well, I know that, as we get towards the end of this year and you guys start to make that transition, that Goodman's been a great partner, and that you're going to partner with us for education-wise, so that when we get those first looks at those products, we'll be able to get out to our customers so they can look at it and say, okay, I'm comfortable with this. I'm ready for 2025. Let's, move forward and see what we can change out. So I know we've been a real good partner, Dick, and I appreciate you for all you've helped us with.
Well, you guys have been a loyal partner to us as well. And to answer your question, our marketing team to date is working on training materials to get out to the field to folks like yourself. And you guys have been asking for the training materials on the R32 and the new equipment now for quite some time. So I'm trying to make you guys happy and trust me.
Like a bulldog.
We're relaying that information to the marketing team that's in charge of that. And I expect some things in the next 30 to 45 days.
Well, we keep asking because we know that Goodman's going to deliver for us. You guys have been a long-time supplier partner that we know that we can trust. You help us maintain our values of delivering outstanding service, unforgettable service to our customers. We really appreciate the partnership we have with Goodman.
Thank you, guys. Thank everybody on your team for that accomplishment.
We will absolutely celebrate that with everybody on our team. Thanks, Dick. Appreciate you. Yeah. Thank you for tuning into the MRO Show presented by Chadwell Supply. Look for us at chadwellsupply.com/the MRO Show, or listen to us on your favorite podcast service of choice. You can also follow us on social media at Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram at Chadwell Supply.